Over the past decade or so, there's been increased awareness as it relates to varnish. And this is because varnish causes a variety of problems in critical industrial equipment. Nowhere is this more so felt than in gas turbine applications where varnish is widely believed to be the #1 cause of oil-related downtime and equipment failures. Now, end users have long understood the importance of condition monitoring, of testing their oils and ensuring that their oils are in spec to ensure that their systems can operate reliably. Now, since varnish causes so many problems in critical industrial equipment, there's an obvious need to test for varnish in your oil. Enter the MPC test, Membrane Patch Colorimetry. MPC is a test that has been established for over a decade now. And, like other oil analysis tests, it is a very useful tool in evaluating your fluid's condition. Now, many end users are aware of the importance of MPC testing, but unfortunately, many are unclear as to how to interpret the results of their MPC tests. And the reason for them being unclear may be the result of a fundamental difference between the MPC tests and the other oil analysis tests with which they are more familiar. You see, most oil analysis tests, things like acid number and water content, particle counts, these directly measure and quantify the amount of contamination within a fluid. MPC testing, by contrast, does not directly measure varnish levels, but rather it measures a fluid's potential for forming harmful varnish deposits. So with typical oil analysis tests like particle counts and acid numbers, it's pretty easy to establish a limit, a line in the sand that you don't cross. If your oil's acid number is under X, you're in spec, you're in good shape. But when we're looking at varnish potential, things are different because what we're looking at is essentially a spectrum of risk. The higher your MPC varnish potential, the higher the risk to your system of experiencing varnish problems. This makes it very difficult to establish a firm limit, a line in the sand. For instance, saying that above an MPC of 15, you're at high risk, or below an MPC of 15, you're at low risk. That's simply not the case because essentially an MPC delta E of 14 or of 16, they're the same. It really doesn't matter where that limit is. That limit is a loose guideline. What matters is you need to interpret your MPC results in terms of this mentality of looking at a risk spectrum. And if you want to mitigate or eliminate your risk of varnishing altogether, what you really need to do is not keep your MPC below the warning limit. You need to keep it as near zero as is possible. Fortunately, EPT's SVR systems allow you to do just that. Keep your MPC low, keep it near zero, and you can eliminate the risk of varnishing altogether.